clicked on this, but regardless, hello.
Let's begin, shall we?
Amazing timing, Mariners. Welcome in. Hope you had a great stream and got some writing done. There you are. Short stream before WrestleMania Night 2. Words did word. Wait, so they split it up over two? Jeez. Yeah. Back in my day, they would just do WrestleMania and then the next night would be Monday Night Raw. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. 17 hours total after 2 days, including pre... Jeez. Uh... Yeah. Alright. We're going to start off with our word puzzle. We got 10 minutes. Ready, set, let's go! Alright. Straight Outta Compton. Is this one they always do Paul Giamatti? The Martian. That's 4 and 4. So it's not Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, Donald Glover. Sebastian Stan. Who else is in that? That would have a 4 and 4 name. No worries, Mariners. Knives Out, because it's 3 names, pretty certain that it's going to be Ana de Armas. Whiplash. Why did my mind just go blank? So it's not going to be J.K. Simmons. Miles Teller. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his livers with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Anthony Hopkins. As Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. I think we've had this one before, and it's Marion Cotillard. But we can finish it up. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, so it's not Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Al Pacino. Oh, why can I not think of his name? Yeah, we've had this one before. I forget who that is, though. Grand Budapest Hotel. They love having this as a movie because there are so many people in it. Hunger Games. So it's not Jennifer Lawrence, Liam Hemsworth, Josh Hutcherson. Oh, it's Elizabeth Banks. Oscar winner. Thanks for stopping by, Charlie and lurking. I appreciate it. Thank you. Forget who that was. Taxi driver. Is this one Harvey Keitel or Jodie Foster? Harvey Keitel. Oh, okay, this is Leah Sadu. Something like that. L. Is that L? There it is. Okay, so we forgot Sean Bean in The Martian, but we got the rest of them correct. Michael Madsen in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because he's in a lot of Tarantino movies, that makes sense. Jeff Goldblum for Grand Budapest. Donald Sutherland for JFK. Jessica Lange, Oscar winner. So, since we've had this one before, we will also do fill in the grid. Oh, what the I don't like this. Who was in Star Wars The Last Jedi and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? Daisy Ridley? The main character in both of them? Question mark? Wonder if it'll let me get weird with these. No. I can't even do Kenny Baker. Rise of Skywalker was the second one, right? Yeah, because Force Awakens was the first one. So that means Benicio del Toro. What? He was in the Rise of Skywalker? He was in the... What? Huh? Wait. Last Jedi's the second one. Rise of Skywalker's the third one? Hayden Christensen probably used his voice in it. Yeah. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. And Last Jedi would be Andy Serkis. Oh. Peter Nyong'o. Kate Blanchett. This would be Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee. Friggin' Zoolander. So we got Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell. See, the problem with a movie like this is there's so many cameos that that's probably where it comes to, or comes from. And I do not know that movie well enough. I don't know. Any Zoolander fans in here? Or are we gonna have to look this one up? I'm looking it up. Okay, yeah. Natalie Portman plays Natalie Portman in it. And she has also won an Academy Award, so we can use her here as well. Oop, wrong tab. Was Justin Theroux in Last Jedi? I don't think they do uncredited in this. So my guess would either be Justin Theroux or Patton Oswalt. Okay. Mariners. So the Star Wars we had before, and it was Marion Cotillard. So we did fill in the grid. Unfortunately, it was kind of scuffed because Zoolander, because there's so many cameos in it, that I had a feeling it was going to be one of them, and I just wasn't sure which one, so I had to look up that cast. But the rest we got just fine. Alright. Star of the Day puzzles are done. So if and when Yanover shows up, we will do another puzzle time because he redeemed it on the earlier cooking stream. But I want to make sure he's actually here for it, so we'll wait. And try to do some writing until then. Okay, so last time when we left off, we were with Margaret. She was at a farmer's market and then wandering around Chicago, and at the newspaper stand, she sees the photograph and she remembers Helene. So now we are going to have Margaret back on her journey trying to find Helene. Late day. So exterior house. So we called it just Margaret's farm earlier. Da, da. How long did it take you to write your outline? Did you start with the bigger plot points and fill in the gaps between, or just do them all in order? Um, I don't remember exactly how long it took us. I'd have to look back at the VODs to see exactly how many days. But we definitely did start with kind of the core idea, kind of built that out until I had a good grasp on what the contours of the total story was. And then I started working on the outline. And a lot of it was like, for me at least, when I'm working on an outline, there are certain scenes that like I can see pretty clearly in my head right away. Like I knew the opening scene pretty well. That's one that like I saw in my head. And then a lot of it is just a matter of you know where it's going and figuring out how you get characters to each point along the way, but not making it obvious what the next point for them is along the path. If that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. Okay, how much? Hmm. I need to think about how much of this we need to show versus how much of it is just implied that we don't need to like explicitly show. So she grabs a copy of the newspaper, leaves behind payment. And so if we pick up with her leaving her house, you can connect those dots. She got home, she packed the suitcase and left. She gets in the truck and drives off. So if the next scene we show her sitting on a train as it's traveling west, yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, we don't need to show her like driving to the train station, waiting in line, getting a ticket, checking the schedule. yeah, we want this to be a little bit quicker as well. Because it's really about getting her to San Francisco. And then once she's there, that's when she really picks up looking for Helene. Yeah. Major! Hi, hello. How is you, friend? You're good. The pasta turned out really good. I thought the flavor and everything is right where I wanted it. It wasn't overly spicy or anything, but it still had some pretty good flavor. So, yeah, I was definitely happy with how it turned out. Guess I need an extra P in there. Okay. So right now we're just working on Margaret getting to San Francisco. Major with the 40 stream streak. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, I thought we were only on day 38. But yeah, we had a stream earlier and then the town hall. But yeah, woo! 40 streams! We doing some streaming. Liv, hi, hello, good morning. How are you doing today? Okay, so how do I want to say this? Slow morning today. I think I'm down with it's like, oh no. Because your body did not want to wake up. Oh, that stinks. Well, I hope it's either like a false alarm or you get over it quickly. Because those are not fun. Ten margaritas, exit train extra passengers. Nose there to greet them. Sorry, I'm just thinking about like I don't want to say kind of a technical issue, but just a thinking of the steps of what would actually happen. So she'd get off the train. She has the newspaper that talks about the wharf, but she wouldn't know how to get from the train to the wharf. If you care, I think Brock Lesnar just retired. I know who that is. I don't particularly care. He became big near the end of when I was watching wrestling. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Naughty Dog, hi, hello, welcome back. Hope you are continuing to have a nice Sunday. Oh, is this the right word? Question mark. It's a porter. More or less. I am thanks. Finally organized notes and scenes into a scriptment. Guessing that's a combination of a script and treatment. Aaron Porter, Murder retrieves the newspaper. Been like 2 whole hours since 50's last stream to the Slack. Yep, that's me. I am a slacker. It's like kind of borrowed technique of James Cameron. His treatments are typically like 50 plus pages. I also have a habit of just vomiting everything out onto the page. Fair. I had this little notification from a guy who normally streams at like 4 a.m. Doesn't have VODs enabled yet. Thought he said borrowed the technique with James Corden. uh, on a scale of 1 to 14, how is the food? On a scale of 1 to 14, say like a solid 8 or 9. It was good, but not quite perfect. But, yeah. VODs are full of... Yeah, I believe VODs are only once you hit affiliate. No, not too spicy. I thought most of it turned out pretty well. Like I said, I think I overcooked the chicken just a little bit. Um, yeah. And like anything I cook, I know that there is a ceiling on how good it is going to be, and I am okay with that. But yeah, I was satisfied with how it turned out. It's just not the best dish ever made. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Don't listen to me. Liv knows better than me. Yeah, they keep changing their stuff about like how long VODs are kept. That's why like I just download my streams afterward and just throw them up on YouTube because you can put whatever you want up on YouTube. Just about anything you want up on YouTube. Oh, Levington recommended me a documentary film on YouTube about people who make imitation Van Gogh paintings in China and sell them. Huh. What script page is this? 45. Yeah, I think I should do the same thing. Yeah, because Twitch only keeps the VOD for a certain amount of time, and like I said, with YouTube, you can just throw them up there, and they're all there. But yeah, I started throwing them up on YouTube just because like I wanted the entire process of what I'm trying to do with these streams all in one place as kind of like an ongoing series of like, all right, we're starting with nothing and the goal is to write a full screenplay by the end. Here's everything we went through. So, yeah, I wanted them kind of all to exist in one place. Only thing with VODs, if you do plan on do other videos, VODs will tank your algorithm? Mer? I don't know. That's only if you want to do other videos, channel for VOD, otherwise, good idea, yeah. See another word for crowds. It's not really a good synonym for that, is there? Yeah, this stream sponsored by Word Hippo. So what if we just go with people? Word Hippo. You're a rhyme zone gal? Interesting. Yeah, I originally used thesaurus.com, but I found it didn't quite have enough range in some of the results, and I thought Word Hippo had kind of a wider range of synonyms. An inconvenient time zone, you mean? Uh, I give up. Oh no, is this the part of the stream where my brain decides to call it a night? Come on, brain. Murder, produces war, searching through the people. What are you trying to figure out? Just trying to figure out how to translate what I see in my head to words on the page. So, writing. That would be funny, Mariners. Yeah, just one random cooking stream in the middle of everything else. Alright, so she approaches the wharf. She's looking through the people as they're doing stuff. Searching through the people. Um, Screenplay, episode 38. Screenplay, episode 39. Making a chicken curry, episode 1. Question is, did dinner taste good? Yeah, the dish that I made today turned out pretty good. I guess it would be more no sign of her. Alright, is that what I wanted it to be? Margaret approaches the wharf, searching through the people, some buying fresh seafood from fishermen, others just enjoying a stroll, but no sing of Helene. No sign. We got there. It's fine. Okay, yeah, so we hadn't been with Margaret for a while, and then she gets the spell broken, and then we don't waste any time. She gets to San Francisco, goes to the wharf, but there's no sign of Helene. And at this point, she's like, I know she's been here. I don't know where else to go, so I'm just going to hang here for a bit. Fitty, you played football, right? Yes. What would be a better position on the offense for a high school football player described as tall, lean, but powerful? Uh, Between tackle or center, if they're taller, it would be more a tackle. If they're lean, it would probably make more sense to be like a tight end. Um, Mariners, no. But if your options are specifically right tackle, left tackle, or center, I would say tackle if they're taller. Centers usually are a little bit shorter than tackles are. But like I said, if they're also lean, I would probably go more towards like a tight end because especially in high school football, they'll play a lot more in line, so right next to the tackle, and they'll play on the line of scrimmage, but they can also, run routes and stuff, so they need to be a little bit more athletic than the rest of the offensive line. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, no problem. Okay, this could be a problem. If we have other Diana Quitches out here and Margaret tells Helene that Seraphina sent her, that could unravel the whole thing. Yeah, we'll cross out that. Look at closely with interest. Surveying, that's a word I want. Lee looks over a map of San Francisco. Alright, yeah, so we're jumping back to Helene. She's started investigating the abducted witches, but we need her to go to the docks, or to the wharf. How do I convey that? Sage! Hi, hello, welcome in. How is your Sunday going? Helene looks over a map of San Francisco marked with scattered red X's, surveying. Yes. You played some Helldivers? Still bad at that game? It's okay. Most of the games I play, I'm bad at. Other than Rattle. Yeah, I'm okay at Rattle sometimes. Glad the usual fourth came back so I could hop off. Yeah. Hmm. Actually, we are just over an hour in. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break, think about this for a sec, and throw up some, toss up some words on stream. Hopefully it works. Question mark. Trying to decide if I want a cinnamon swirl bagel with cream cheese. Um, is it the option either to have the bagel with cream cheese or not? because like, yeah, Simmons. Yeah, that does sound good. All right, it's bagel or no bagel. Major, if I was there, I would split the bagel with you if you wanted. Just ate a couple two contenders. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That is a completely a you call, Major. Um, all right, we're gonna start words on stream. It's gonna throw up letters. You type the words into chat, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yes, I was walking away right as I started that second one, and I was like, somebody better get 50 because I see that one right away. Yeah, Major with the hard carry, as always. Mariners and Sage with the silver and bronze. Well done. I helped. Oh, Sage, were you trying to use finna in a sentence so it would count it? BRB gonna make nice. Enjoy your bagel, Major. Rad. Hi, hello. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. Fiddy was not just saying there's a 24-hour stream special. Did get double streams for me today, though. Also going to make dinner, but just wanted to know, still alive. Nice. I'm glad you are still alive, Rad. 24-hour stream. No. Yeah, Mariners, I'm pretty sure you misheard. Oh, that's going way back. He said he was working on this script. My bad, chat. That one's on me. Chillin'. Hi, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a nice Sunday. Working on the script for 24 hours. Over the next 12 streams, sure. Not all on one stream. What character names we got? We have an M already. MHB. You don't have an E. Alright, we're adding a new character. Because we can. Mariners, enjoy your lurk. Bagel was the move. Nice. Since you mentioned it was a cinnamon bagel, just made me think of the cinnamon bread from Dolly World, and like, I wish I had some of that right now. I would probably regret it later, but it sounds really good right now. Did I say that earlier? Yeah. Man, if I didn't care about repeating words, I would use considering so often. I guess assessing could be good. Yeah, no. Alright, standing by the second floor window. Look, that looks out at the busy street below. Lean looks over a map of San Francisco, marked with scattered X. Meh, it's fine for now. We'll fix it later. Alright, we're streamlining that. We'll fix it in post. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times, like the scene I just wrote, like I can see it in my head and I could describe what the room looks like, but like trying to condense that into one line in a script is tough sometimes, so I'm just like, I'll think about it and come back to it later. It's fine. Famous last words. We'll fix it in post. My writing life motto. So if they're at the wharf, they would be facing... Uh, depends. Yeah, I don't know where the first piers on the wharf were, so it's kind of hard to say what direction they would be looking. Ultimately, doesn't really matter. Foot traffic, I'm guessing, is just 2 words. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's a thing. Just 2 words. I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2 words. Alright. So we're in late day, murder remains, sitting on the bench, watching foot traffic. Lane treads on the sidewalk parallel to the bay, alert her eyes scan the various boats, docking and departing. Alright, so we're trying to put at least a little bit of tension into this by having Margaret having fallen asleep and Helene walking by her. Um, One too many E's in sleep. It's also how do I say that? Oh. So she turns to head back toward the city because she's gonna go find a place to stay for the night. But she hesitates. And I want to convey that, like, there's something else telling her to look behind her. So what did I just say? Like, compulsive. She glances up. Yeah. I don't know if compulsive is exactly right. Yeah. Relating from or relating to an irresistible or overwhelming urge. Yeah. Compulsive, compelled. Compelled, I think, might be a little better. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be where we call it for tonight. So we finally have Margaret and Helene meeting back up, but Margaret panics and she lies. But feel like I need to add more to this conversation because there are some things I think are implied but not explicit, and I think I need to make them explicit. But that might be for another stream. So let's check. Where do we start off? We start off all the way back in Chicago. $600. Nope. Just over 600. Just under 700. Total number of characters is 3,666, so nailing it. I think Mariner's is still lurking, so he won't see our word count for today. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well done, chat. We're on to page 48. Trucking along. We got our two main characters back together. And we're going to make things end very poorly between them. Again. Because that's what we have to do. Alright, let us see. Terrible Novelist and Trowel are both streaming. Who should we raid? They're both in writing and reading. Let's raid over to Trillion. Was Trail or Terrible Novelist? I know Trail was in here earlier and was lurking, so we'll go right over there, see what they are up to in their reading and writing stream. Yeah, that's going to do it for today. I should be back Tuesday where we can pick up and do some more writing and wording and all the stuff, all the things. Thank you everyone stopping by, hanging out, lurking, chatting, doing all the stuff, all the things. I do appreciate it. Yeah, well, thanks to Mariners for the raid as well. And yeah, I will be back on Tuesday. So, hope you all have a good start to your week, and I will see you then.
Thanks for checking out my channel. Do whatever you want. Live your life. I hope you're happy in your body. Much love to you. And see you around.
Practice. A raid? Yo, 54.